Hello, how you doing? Okay, today is the 8th of November and the illustrious year of 2014. Okay, here's the deal. I've been kidding around making tapes as I've been on the slow mend here and there with I'm sure a lot of you you're aware of my leg malady that I've had. But at the same time, I've always enjoyed the idea of the tapes because of the aspect that it presents the individual. It's to me better than script. And I feel as a form of communication, you're looking at me and not just what I'm typing. It also leaves a lot of things out when you're typing, as it leaves out maybe, I would say, the expressionism that you cannot achieve in print. Oh, you can achieve it, but it would, sometimes it requires a lot of verbiage and documentation to get the same emotion across as I can give you right here on film. Hence, hello, and of course, Also, you'll notice that where I'm filming at the moment, I'm using one of the cameras that I've been meaning to use more often. I purchased this, and I'm really impressed with it because it's, as you notice, very wide angle. Hence, you see the interior, the abode of where I live, my evil lair, my workroom, my command center, and whatever. And as you can tell, even though I'm of the age in my, I'm 60-ish, my room looks like probably when my room was 12, when I lived at home with my parents. And I have a very forgiving wife that just now has gotten to the point to where she says, when you're dead, I'm going to take it all out and burn it. I said, well, you might want to give some of it away because I'm a gadget freak, and gadgets, are fun, and your son might like them. Yeah. But, okay, look, there's something I want to express. And I want to express it primarily to the people that I deal with on a kind of a semi-daily to daily basis in Facebook. I look at Facebook as a poster board system, and I think I've mentioned this in the past. When I was a kid in the supermarket, they used to have a chalkboard, and everybody would write car for sale, whatever else, sister for sale, in the bathroom, like at the local, schools, theaters, and things like that, people with felt tip markers would write very interesting things. They would advertise, for a great time, call so-and-so a number, ask for Joe. And we knew as a kid not to hang out at the public restrooms on the beach and things like that, where I lived in Ventura. Then there was just a big thing going around about going in the YMCA, don't go to the YMCA, that's why the village people are there. Okay, look, I grew up in that era. Also grew up in an era where there was a Cold War from the time I was born until the time I was in my 40s when, the big bad Russians decided that they were going to, go back to breaking up the Soviet Union. The wall came down while I was in England. And I've spent my whole military career fighting in a Cold War. And also part of another one, which started in a country called Iraq. We were doing support for that in England on and off in various ways. Even our two A-10 squadrons went there to do play in the sand. What I'm trying to get across is that I've traveled in many countries in Europe, and I've also traveled here in Asia to some countries, and I've been an expat in Thailand since 1996. Most of my information is gathered through the news media and also from the people that I talk with. And I make it a point to scatter the ability or the number of people that I contact with to various social statuses, beliefs, lifestyles, some that are, under medication like myself, and some that consider themselves very well off, and some that consider themselves far more intelligent than myself. And lo and behold, I actually honor that system because I feel that I get more of a wide range of opinion about what social matters are in the country that I come from. Now, I've been accused of many things since I've become an expat to my country, and I also am a veteran of the military, and I feel that I paid my dues, and I'm still paying my dues, because I pay income tax to a country that I'm from that I get nothing back in return. I have received 0 VA benefits. I pay income tax every year on my income, my retirement income. That's a joke. Okay, it's bad enough that my retirement checks they were cut already once, a few years back, they were cut. And they were reduced because somebody sent the money somewhere else. And of course, I am gleaning this information from individuals all over the U.S., and I even get a few people from Canada, which even I'm being ridiculed and told that, like, you're torpedoing Obamacare and you're this and that. I do not like Obama. I did not like George Bush. And I feel that the two of them are well paired as a couple of total losers. But that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. And I'm not right-wing, I'm not left-wing, because I don't believe in political parties, because to me they're all the same. They're owned by corporations now. I believe our Congress is owned primarily as a corporate thing. I may as well have stock in McDonald's or in PepsiCo, because that gives me about as much political clout as it would be to be a senator. If I had lots of money, I would buy a senator or two. Who hasn't? They buy judges. They've even bought presidents, and we all know this. There is proof that has been done. And you see what I'm trying to get across is that, my main concern in life is being able to glean information, understand that where I'm living, like I'm living here in Thailand, and I'm trying very hard to live a comfortable lifestyle. And I would do the same if I was in the U.S., my home, my native country. Now, here's the deal. Those of you that I have offended in Facebook, I don't set out to do that. I prefer to be friendly and have fun. I do put things up there that some people say, oh, you've gone too far. Well, there really is no too far when it comes to media. There are restrictions I put on myself. I try to definitely stay away from pornographic things, and I try to stay away from things that, even for me, as wide as my ability is to think abstractly and deal with things like nudity and whatever. I do try to steer away from extremely bad usage of foul language and bad things that people are just playing. And I try to stay away from massive persecution and bigotry and range war, because that accomplishes nothing. To me, communication is the whole. And if we communicate, even if we disagree, and we might throw words back at each other, but we keep that in mind, that we're only expressing ourselves and we're not taking it personally as something directed at us personally. Now, I do kind of get a little bit disturbed when I see people throwing words back on strings regarding, this is this and this is that. And you're wrong and you're a bastard, you're a son of a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a cunt. Things like that I disagree with. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is I'm here for the beer, metaphorically. I consider it like a lounge, like I said, a bulletin board. I'm not making it a political arena for you people that are taking off in that concept that I'm just in here to, stir your porta potty buckets or whatever you think I am. And I want to make that expression. And if you notice this, I'm doing it personally, face to face to you. And I'm not going to sit down and try to type it out and beg for your forgiveness. So if, like I said, I put these things up, and I'll put this up, and it'll go into YouTube because I'll have it processed there, and then I'll drop it into Facebook. And those of you that take the time to watch what I've done here, I never hear any replies. So I never really know, because when I do hear replies, well, let's face it, they're practically non-existent. But, okay, this is me. My name is Carlton Scott Campbell. I'm from Ventura, California. I was born in the year 1952, October 30th. I was born in North Hollywood, California. I graduated high school in Ventura, California. And from that point on, my adventure in life started where I left the country. And I've been touring the world technically ever since, with intermittent trips back to the homeland and the fatherland, or whatever you want to call it. But keep it in mind, I am a U.S. citizen from the United States of America. Always will be, and I'll always have trust in the United States citizen and the people of the United States Republic. I may not trust the government, I may not trust the Congress, but one thing I have faith in is I have faith in the United States Republic, the USA American people. We are Americans, but remember, we share America with many other people that are also Americans. Okay, this has been a long one, and it's given me a good chance to check out some hardware, because I plan to use it more. And the sound may not be the greatest, but I hope it makes up for the, hey, look at my domain. It ain't fancy, it ain't great, but I'll tell you what, it's all here, and it's, clothes make the man, whatever, the environment, but I'll tell you what, one thing I will be, is I may make mistakes, and I will make them honestly, but I will be honest about what I think. If you don't ask, I'm here to be a friend, not a foe. Thanks for your time. And I wonder if you sat through this tape. God, how long did it last? This is not a production. Probably the longest one I've ever made to put up. Wait till I go to upload it. Bye. Hey, thank you for your time. And remember, there are realities, but I am always looking at the other reality. The guy rocks, and just remember, other realities. Thank you. Appreciate it.